13 love, 13 wisdom, 13 knowledge, 13 respect. It all started with the serpent knowledge. I don't really want to dive into Nikola Tesla talking about he studied ancient cultures, which he probably did, but if you studied any ancient culture, then you will come across the serpent knowledge. And I'm pretty sure that he was smart enough to figure that out. Now, do I consider myself genius? The average person today is supposed to be genius. And this is what I was telling peers around me. They broke up all of the subjects that you learn in school, and they made you learn each subject one by one when it's all connected. They gave you only part of physics when they didn't give you the whole astrophysics. Follow me. That's just like a mathematician isn't a genius because he knows all the numbers. He knows that each larger number will fall back into itself. In order to solve an equation, he makes it simpler by those numbers falling into themselves. So it's not that he just knows outstanding large-ass numbers. It all starts with the small components, which I hinted at. We didn't need to learn the complexity of the we didn't need to learn the complexity of the properties, which that's all Terrence Howard did to my work, which he tried to expand it, which I was telling y'all that we could do this on a basic level, which again, follow me, stay right there. If you really understood Nikola Tesla, you would understood that he was talking about quantum physics with some of the first models. It's just the signal wasn't as strong, which drove him to create larger towers. Stay with me. Now, when you're dealing with numerology, it usually goes up to 1 through 9. Because like I told you, dealing with the serpent, all of the numbers represented the serpent as such. I broke it down and said that you are a binary code. You can look at your hands. There's nothing but ones and zeros. You have a zero connecting all your ones, which are your fingers. Your eyes, your nose, your mouth are all zeros. Your body is a 1. I broke it down to y'all, but people don't want to see it this way. It's like y'all want it to be more complex than what somebody is trying to make it easier on you, trying to make it easier to explain to you. So again, when you look at all the numbers, 1 through 9, they resemble the serpent. And people keep saying, why you keep saying 1 through 9 and you speak of the 13? And because you have to understand that, like I said, it breaks down into the properties. There's certain main properties that you could just go off of, you understand? Which, like I keep saying, it's a foundation. There's a specific formula. I was trying to tell y'all then, speaking on real numerology. But now since y'all want to prove that parallel universe and stuff exists, now do my number system make sense when I speak on the 3 being the other side of the butterfly effect? That's just showing one side of the parallel. Now do it make sense when I say that 6 is spiraling down? It resembles the coiled serpent, but spiraling down. Now do it make sense when I say that 9 is spiraling up? Because you have to evolve, you have to elevate. Now do it make sense when your mama go through pregnancy with you? And it goes through 9 months, and then what happens at that 9 month? You evolve. Stop playing with me, because they don't teach you like this. We're not done, because I even came with the wave patterns, that they didn't give it all to you. Because if you look on the electromagnetic chart, where it starts with the radio, and then it go all the way up to gamma. But I came with the radio waves, and I showed you what was after gamma, which is theta, beta, and alpha. It's just on a different plane of existence. This is why the waves get crazier. And by looking at this, it's all by frequency. You can look at all of this and detect it by simple radio frequency. This is why I keep hinting that the answer is in the properties. Because once you look at energy, you're going to have a type of matter to be able to hold that energy. Sort of like how your matter holds your soul, how your matter holds your energy, your life force. That's all it is. And they speak of this new matter because they discovered this new energy. So instead of saying that, we discovered a new energy, a new form of energy, they're going to tell you that they found a new form of matter first. The energy's coming, y'all. Because in order to present this energy to people, you're going to have a sustainable, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have some type of matter to hold this new energy. So stay with me. Now, whenever you look at this energy, this is why basic stuff like rubber can just hold simple electric form. Stuff like copper, gold, stuff like that. This is why it ties into the elements. This is why it ties into the properties. But nobody wanted to listen to me.